Namaste, beautiful beings. Namaste, beautiful creators. Thank you so much for joining me this rising. Thank you for allowing yourself to either meet me in a place of just stillness or in a place of practice. So this rising, I'm going to start off with some sun salutations, and I'll probably just do 2 of them just to get me in the mindset that everything is what it's supposed to be, and it is okay to have a little bit of fire in your start. So as I sit in a place of stillness and appreciation, I am constantly reflecting on my thoughts and the power of them. So my friends, and also not my friends, just people in general, I really channel you to think positive thoughts so that you can create positive outcomes. So let's just meet in a place of awareness today. You can set the attention to whatever you decide. Today I set the intention for me to just be, but to also create thoughts that allow me to be my better self. So as I come to a place of standing at the top of my mat with my feet grounded onto the mat and my toes lifted up, placing them back down, rooting them onto the mat, and my hips are aligned and my lower body is realizing that it is stable and that it is safe. So I actually ground yourself, concentrating mostly on your lower half, your foundation, your feet, your legs, your knees, your hips. Just allow that to become tight, strong, and firm. Once your foundation is stable, everything else goes into alignment. Always remember that. As I say this to myself, I say this to you guys. Now begin to inhale, slowly allowing your spine to become aligned, allowing your shoulders to lift up and round itself back, allowing your hands to just fall gently to your side. Allow your neck to release closest to your chest, relieving any tension in the back of your neck. Close your eyes here if it fits you. If it doesn't, you can have your eyes open. Just stand here firmly. This is a form of meditation. Anything that allows you to just sit or stand in a place of reflection. So you can meditate basically anywhere. Stand here, be here, breathe here, and just allow. Let's just do some release breaths before we get ready to go into our sun salutation. Just clearing any blockages in our thoughts, clearing any blockages in our body, just allowing new energy to come in. So just stand in this pose, in this mountain pose, with the strongness, this awareness. Inhaling in through your nose, allowing this air to just fill your stomach, slowly moving up from your stomach into your chest area, then your lung area, then releasing it out from your throat and sighing it out of your mouth. Let's just do this release breath 3 times, meeting me back in a place of stillness and quiet as we get ready to go into our sun salutations. Be gentle with your breath, no rush, no rhyme. You may be finished before or I may be finished before you, but the whole thing is we meet in the middle. So just stay in a place where you are able to meet someone else. But first, meet yourself. Now that you have taken these release breaths and you have allowed yourself to come into a place of center, begin to practice this Ujjayi breath as we get ready to start our sun salutations. This Ujjayi breath is just a reminder of the ocean. It is basically you inhaling in through your nose, constricting your throat, and exhaling out of your nose, listening for that sound of the ocean. If you cannot practice the Sujati breath, that is okay, as long as you breathe. It doesn't matter how you get to do what you do, just as long as you do it without hurting anyone else. It will all come into fruition when it's time. Everything comes in alignment. No rush, no rhyme. So on an inhale, allowing this energy now that you have taken in from the universe to fill you, begin to lift your arms, hands up directly towards the sky, allowing your shoulders to release and relax. Allow your palms to look at each other without touching. And on an exhale now, bring your hands together, having them travel slowly back to center and namaste. Inhale again, lifting up towards the universe and towards the sky, taking as much space as you need. Allow your hands to face each other, palms apart, shoulders release and relax. Exhale, bringing your hands back together, bring them back to the space in the center of your being, in the center of your core. This prayer pose, this namaste. Let's just do this one more time as we allow our bodies to awake. Since we are firmly allowing our foundation to stay strong, let's just wake up our top part of our bodies. That meaning our chest, our hands, our arms, just our shoulders. So let's just do this stretch one more time. Inhale in through your nose, this big breath, this big realization that you are where you're supposed to be and that your thoughts don't control you. You are able to control your thoughts. Lift up now, expanding, taking up as much space as you need. Inhale in through your nose. Bring your attention and awareness to your upper body, believing and trusting in your foundation. Exhale, bring your hands back together. Allow your hands to come back to the center. Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, this reflection of who you are, showing gratitude to yourself, but also gratitude to the divine and the universe. Let's get ready to go into the sun salutation. So inhale, lifting up, allowing space, taking up as much air as you need, allowing your hands to lift up towards the universe, palms apart. Look up, use your eyes as a muscle. Allow your eyes to dictate where you're going in your life as well as in your spirit. Look up. On an exhale, slowly begin to hinge forward, allowing and guiding your hands towards the ground, allowing one vertebrae after another to fall, allowing your head and your neck to be the last thing that releases onto the ground, allowing your hands to meet your feet. Hang in this pose. Just allow this rush of energy as your head looks down to come into your brain. It's called a head rush, but it doesn't have to be scary. It's just allowing new blood to flow into your headspace. On an inhale, slowly lift up, allowing your shoulders to release back towards the mat, and allow your hands to meet that space in between your feet and your knees, your shin area. Allow your hands to root itself into the shin area, pushing back your palms into your shin and allowing your shoulders to tuck itself back, looking up, expanding in through your spine. On an exhale, slowly forward fold back down. Hang here for a little bit. You can either allow your hands to meet your elbows, hugging your elbows, or you can just ragdoll your hands out and just allow them to be free and wherever they want to be, as long as they're reaching towards the ground. On an exhale, slowly allow your right foot to Trust that it will go in a place of safety as it goes towards the back of the mat. Stand into this high lunge as you allow your hand to now frame that space that is now missing from the right leg being transferred back, and allow your left hand to just love closer to your left foot. Exhale, slowly allow that foot to meet the right as you stay in this plank pose, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, or breathing in through your nose and exhaling out of your nose. If this plank pose is too much, allow your knees to meet the mat. As you get ready to go into this cobra pose or this chaturanga, allow your chest to meet the mat. Allow your hands to come closer to your chest, also closer to your nipples. Allow your chin to meet the mat, and allow your bottom to stay up in the air. On an exhale, loosen that lower part of your body, allowing the back of your feet to touch the mat, allowing your legs to meet the mat, allowing your bottom to relax, allowing your chest to fall onto the mat, allowing your nipples to frame your chest area, allowing your shoulders to reach back towards the mat. Allow your forehead to stay in a place of safety. Slowly inhale, lifting up your chest and your head onto the mat, allowing the backs of your feet to push tighter and to firm itself into the mat. This is Cobra. If you want to go into a higher pose, just stretch your hands out a little bit in front of you. Allow your forearm to release and just lift up, allowing your chest and the lower part of your bottom back to just stay. Well, let me explain that a little bit better. I'm sorry, because as I go into this pose, I didn't realize I didn't explain it clearer. Allow your lower back to ground itself, trusting that you're safe, allowing your pelvis to ground into the mat, and lift up completely, allowing your chest and your neck and your head to come off of the mat. The word allowance, yes, I do have other vocabulary, but allowance to me is a very big deal, because that is a big act in itself. And I'm saying allowance because I'm reminding myself that everything is happening for a reason, and that I need to be mindful to allow it. Stay in this pose and get ready to meet me as we shift our knees, tucking our toes, putting more weight back into our hands, lifting up, allowing our knees to give us strength, believing that we are safe. Think of coming into all fours. That means your hands are now grounded onto the mat, your knees are now off of the mat, and you have your knees firmly planted into the mat. Your toes are tucked. Think of this cord that is gripping and coming from the universe, wrapping itself gently around your waist and slowly lifting you up into this downward dog. Allow your hips to rise up towards the universe. Tuck your head into the space between your shoulders, trusting that your hands are doing exactly what it's supposed to. Allow your hands to firm itself into the mat. Allow your toes to help you root up a little bit further into this downward dog. And just allow the spine to stretch. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale. Be here. If you need to walk your feet out, that means standing in this position and in this pose, just begin to walk your feet up and down in the space that is already at and in. And when ready, just allow that right foot to lift itself up to the top of the right hand in a high leap. Going back to a high lunge. Allow the left foot to meet the right, coming back to a forward fold. Stay here for a little bit as we get ready to go on to the next side. Slowly coming up. Allow this inhale to bring you to awareness to your body. Slowly allow yourself to come up, one vertebrae at a time, allowing your neck and head to be the last thing that levels up as well. On an inhale, slowly begin to let your hands reach up to the sky, palms facing each other. Look up here. Surrender here. Be here. Any creases in your neck, release as you allow your chin to receive support from towards your neck. On an exhale, slowly allow your hands to come together, bringing them back towards your center in a state of namaste. Eyes closed here for me. If your eyes are open, that's fine as well. And just breathe in and release out. And mine's coming up for us as a sigh. So I'll allow myself to just release here whatever I'm holding. On an inhale, allow your hands to travel back up towards the universe. Exhale, begin to forward fold one vertebrae at a time, allowing your hands to reach toward your feet. Forward fold here, hang here for a little bit, realizing how you were in the beginning and now how you are in this time. And smile, because it feels better the second time around. And it feels familiar. There's a safety in the familiar, but there's also a comfort in that, and sometimes it's the balance of being able to say, is this a healthy safety, is this a healthy comfort? If it's not, then make the changes when you're ready, but be gentle with yourself where you are. Inhale, reach up towards your shin, allowing your hands to place itself in that shin area, allowing your spine to become aligned. Look up, bring your shoulders towards the back of your body. Exhale, lower your head, bring your hands back down to meet your feet. On an exhale, allow your left foot to meet the back of your mat. Stay in this high plank. Trust that you're going to do the same thing and allow the right foot to meet the left. Plank pose. If this is uncomfortable for you, drop your knees. Bring your hands closest to your chest as you allow your chest to meet the mat. Chin to meet the mat. Keep that bottom tucked, suited up in the sky. Exhale, slowly allow your bottom to fall down to the mat. Allow your pelvis to ground into the mat. Allow the back of your feet to meet the mat. Bring your hands closest to your nipples and begin to look up, allowing your chest to rise and your neck. Stretching your shoulder blades back. If you want to go higher into the pose, remember just to reach your hands out a little bit further. Allow your forearms and your hands to meet the mat. Lift up, trusting that you're not putting too much pressure onto your lower back by tucking and pushing your pelvis closer into your mat. Lift up, allowing your chest to open. Tuck your toes and get ready to go into your downward. On the exhale, slowly begin to come into that tabletop, bringing your knees to the mat. Trusting the universe, allowing the core to lift you up. Trusting yourself. Lift up your hips. Tuck your head in between the shoulder space. You can bend your knees to go further into the pose, or you can just allow your legs to straighten out. But just do what is comfortable for you, safely and mindfully. On an inhale, slowly give yourself some space as you take your left leg and allow it to leap itself, meeting itself with the left hand, and another high lunge. That feels good. So I'm going to stay in this pose just a little bit longer. The left side probably need a little bit more of a stretch. Allow your right foot to meet the left foot. Hang here for a little bit. And I know I said I was going to do one or two sun salutations, but I think I'm going to go for one because I'm being very mindful of the time. And I actually have it quiet, so I'm going to do this And then be mindful to go into a little bit of meditation before my youngest wakes up. Sorry, that was a personal thought, went all over the place, and I'm back. Slowly bring awareness to yourself. Inhaling, allowing this air to help you rise back up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Allow your hands to travel upwards in a state of surrender and awareness, appreciation, thankfulness, love. Exhale, bring your hands back together to touch, bringing back to center. Namaste. Anjali Mudra, reflect. I'm so tempted to do a tree pose here, and I think that's where I'm going to go. So as I have my hands already in this namaste, send energy to your left leg. Put a little bit more weight onto your left leg, allowing your left leg to get the support that it needs. Turn your right foot to a 45 degree. Allow the right foot to turn outwards, allowing your knees outward. And begin to either place your back of your right foot onto your left ankle, your knee space, or your shin. Do what feels good to you. It's like levels. Meet yourself at whatever level you're in. And on an inhale, slowly allow your tree to grow, lifting up your hands. Expand here. You can also goal post your arms if you want to allow that stretch. The goal posting your arms means bringing your hands down a little bit towards your shoulder, allowing your shoulders to open, and then bringing your awareness more to drawing your shoulders back towards your body. Inhale, lifting up your hands back. Exhale, bringing them back together, allowing your hands to travel back to this namaste. Shake your right foot out. Shake out your hands, letting go of any energy and any tension. Coming back to a place of balance. Send energy and awareness to the right foot now. If you did it once, you can do it again. My baby just woke up, so here we go. The day is now beginning. 45 degree angle, your left foot out, allowing your knee to come out to a 45 degree angle and then expand. Always remember to have your pelvis straight directly in front of you. Sorry, just because your body is tilting doesn't mean, your knee is tilting doesn't mean everything tilts. I should have said that more clear in the beginning. Sorry. Staying in this namaste, allow your left foot to your left back of your foot to either meet your ankle, your knee, or your shin. And it's funny because each side does stuff differently. So my right side was able to meet the ankle. My left side today says, hey, we can go to the knee. So it's funny. Some days are like that. Find it. Be where you are in it. Find a focus. I should have said that in the first place too, sorry. Because focus is key. When you find something to focus on, it changes your perceptions and it allows you to create what you need. So because I'm more focused now that I realize, my left side is more balanced and I'm able to have that space where I can put my foot onto my knee. On the inhale, send energy up, allowing your hands to travel. Open up space. Take up space. If you fall out of the pose, it's okay. You can fall out of anything, go back into it if you're interested. Exhale, bringing your hands back together. Allow them to come back to center. Breathe in here. Oh, that felt good. Allow your left leg to fall back onto the mat. Shake out your hands. Shake out your arms. And then you're surprised at how you came back in the beginning. Allowing your hands to come back onto the side. Rooting your feet back into the mat. Stand strong. Stand in this mountain pose. And I'm going to close out with this little insert that I saw this morning from the book You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. So as you stand here in this firmness, eyes closed or either open, breathing in this newness and this awareness, I'm going to end it by saying, the universe totally supports us in every thought we choose to think and believe. Put in another way, our subconscious mind accepts whatever we choose to believe. They both mean that what I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. What you choose to think about yourself and about life becomes true for you. And we have unlimited choices about what we think. When we know this, then it makes sense to choose. Everyone is always helpful, rather than people are out to get me. The reason why I decided to end this practice with this reminder is because we're coming into a lot of different spaces in this universe, and I'm aware of this ability to manifest. What we think is what we create. So my beautiful friends and my beautiful beings and my beautiful creators, thank you for allowing me to be in your space. Thank you for sitting with me in different spaces. On an inhale, slowly bring awareness to your hands as they have been in the space of namaste. Allow your fingers to travel up to the third eye. Inhale, I think love. Allow your hands to come back to your lips, tracing your lips with your thumbs. I speak love. Remembering that what we think is what we say. Bring your hands back to this namaste, this place in the center. Reflect here. If you think, you speak, you feel. I am love. I feel love. So as I come to a place of closing, beautiful beings and beautiful creators, thank you so much for thinking, speaking, and feeling everything that you want in this life and the next. Namaste, beautiful ones, and enjoy this beautiful day.